to uninstall a program is to use a specific program that will behave similar to the control panel's add remove programs control applet. Online there's a program called Puriform's CCleaner. This is their website for it, and you can choose to download it. I've already done so, and it's here in the installers folder. So we'll install this now. I already have it installed, but I'm going to choose to override the existing installation with this one. And again, as with other installations, you want to go through and uncheck the boxes you may or may not be using. In my case, I don't want the context menu options, and I don't need a start menu option. And I'd rather check for updates myself, so I'm going to uncheck all but the first. I'm going to choose to run it as soon as it's finished installing. This will bring up a menu similar to the one for Avast, where I will have a number of buttons or panes on the left and the different properties on the right of what each one will do. So I'll begin by going to Tools, and you can see that it's automatically defaulted to the uninstall. Here it's a little bit different than the one from the control panel's add remove programs. It will not show me the date it was last used. Instead it will show me the date that it was installed and the approximate sizes that it has on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and remove the Outpost security suite that is interrupting all the installations. I may choose to install it later as a demonstration or not. I have not yet decided. And this will behave in the same way as the Windows Control Panel application, where it will actually seek out the uninstall executable within each program's folder. If it's not listed here, then it's probably likely that the program did not have an uninstaller, and so it didn't write itself to the registry, in which case you can simply delete the folder and everything in it, and probably do a Windows search to make sure everything under that name is also deleted. While it's uninstalling that, I'm going to demonstrate some of the other features for the Puriform CCleaner. You can notice that it has a startup tab here. This will show you every program that is set to start when Windows does. You can toggle or you can delete entries here, depending on which ones you want to keep. In this case, you can see I have some that were disabled. I don't want them gone entirely. I may choose to use them later. Others, if it is pointing to no place in particular, no address on the hard drive, you may be suspicious of that, as it may be a virus or some piece of malware that will try to start itself when Windows does. This, however, is the Realtek high-definition audio control panel. This is what will enable me to use different audio functions. Other programs here, notice that some of these do not have a specific name. Some are located in places other than the program folders, program files. Those are user-made custom startups that you can choose to use yourself. I will be demonstrating how to use those later. On the left pane, we have registry and we have the cleaner. Choosing to analyze or run the cleaner will go through all of these different areas of the hard drive, and it will show you things that it can remove. This cleaner is particularly useful for cleaning off whatever loose or miscellaneous or temporary data your computer may have. Registry will do essentially the same thing, but it will search through the Windows registry as well as other obsolete things. So once this is done uninstalling and I choose scan for issues, it will demonstrate or it will search out all of the useless miscellaneous things related to that program that the Windows no longer needs. One way to be sure that the program is actually uninstalling is to look down here and see whether or not the program using most of the memory is the uninstaller, or you can open the Process Explorer window and see if the uninstallation files are actually consuming any of the processing memory. In this case, the screen capture program is using most of the memory. The uninstaller is not using much at all, so I can assume that it's either hanging or is very struggling because of the recording. So now Outpost Security Suite is finally finished uninstalling. I had to stop recording and resume again when it had finished. It asked me if I want to restart. I'm going to choose no. And going back into CCleaner, I'm going to have the registry cleaner scan for issues, and it will come up with a number of entries aside from those ones for the Outpost security suite. So now it says it's finished, and I'm going to have it fix the selected issues. And if I wanted to, I could scan for it again, but I'm not going to at this point.